Yeah. All Pro JAFFos, ball out Pro Bowl, Tony Romo, 40-yard dash, boy, don't be slow-mo. Get on the court, boy, I may go outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz, turn on the JAFFos, get my news. 7FL doing good, how I knew. All Pro JAFFo, the All Pro, jumps off sports, they speak fast. You talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat. What sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFos, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I am your host, JP. Alongside me, filling in for the Bay Area bound DJ Madsticks, who has a show tonight, and EJ, who's getting off of work a little bit late, but filling in. You guys know him and love him. The encyclopedia himself from the Mizzle and Dub show on the other side of the ball, and talking ish with Mizzle, Dub, and Chris, one of the hardest working men in this industry, Mr. Dub Alvarez. How you doing, Dub?
Seems like I work a lot, don't I? Good grief.
A little bit, man. Like, also, co-host of the Ring Psychology podcast. We always gotta
Yes,
put
indeed.
that one
Yes,
down
indeed.
too. So there's another on the resume that we can put there.
Well, happy anniversary.
I'm having stress polyps grow out of my ass right now.
Well, Bevo's at the 32-yard line and 3rd and 2.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're currently watching
first down.
probably as along with everybody else here, the Cotton Bowl Classic between the Ohio State Buckeyes and my beloved Texas Longhorns. Has not at all been looking good for Bevo and the Horns. But Ohio State has been
letting them hang around.
Yeah, definitely letting them hang around. It should be up by possibly 3 scores or more, but Texas defense still kind of able to hang things around. I know Ohio State's quarterback's playing with a huge golf ball sized knot on his hand.
That thing is huge.
Vicious looking. So it's not on his throwing hand. It's on his left hand, but that's still got to be uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah, especially if you're snapping the ball under center.
Yeah, definitely. And then on top of that, you have 285 plus pound defensive lineman running full speed at you, trying to take your head off at the same time. So every hit that you take, every time that you hit the ground trying to brace yourself, that's gonna cause just a little bit more pain.
Oh, he's open! Oh, baby! Touchdown, Bevo! It's blue again!
Alfred, thank God. Thank God, Bevo. Thank God, Alfred. Oh, my God.
Bevo strikes again on another touchdown pass. And now they're an extra point away from tying the game again.
Notice they got a different kicker in there.
Yes, they do. A lefty.
Mm-hmm.
Extra point, it's good. Well, the key was you got to win one-on-one matchups.
You're my boy, Blue.
Oh, they just left him butt naked down the sideline.
Never leave Blue butt naked. Well, never leave a butt naked Blue on the field. That is a no-no.
Well, first one, it was a mismatch on the linebacker, and Ewers put around the money, and this time Blue was all by his lonesome down the sideline. And, folks, this Cotton Bowl is tied once again at 14. And, I mean...
Attaboy Stone, way to be reliable.
But is it...
But right now, the kicker is my MVP. Listen to my new personal MVP right now for the long.
Well, I mean, I will say this: the defense so far is bending but not breaking. Because I mean, the touchdown drive, Ohio State was doing what it wanted to do, and then all of a sudden, defense put the clamps down, with the exception of the last play of the first half, as Henderson took that screen pass and went 75 to the house. But I mean, so far,
That
they.
was a delayed ass screen pass.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, boy, that QB Howard held on to that damn ball till literally the last second.
And once he saw the hole, it was bye bye. But I will say, from one
I don't
faithful
know
to
what that safety was fucking doing, though. He ran right by the goddamn running back.
yeah, that was a business.
What would you think? You were gonna get in on tackling the fucking QB? 20 yards out? Come on, guy.
Well, by the way, happy anniversary, sir. Well, if you're asking what I mean, well, it was on this day, 43 years ago, which just happened to be the last football game that the great Vin Scully ever called for CBS Sports. As he basically said, Montana looking, throwing into the end zone. Clark caught it, Dwight Clark. Then proceeds to shut the hell up for 30 full seconds before he comes back on air and says it's a madhouse at Candlestick. So, of course, if you are a 49er faithful, it was the day that the dynasty was launched in the 80s with the infamous Dwight Clark touchdown catch to prevail over the Dallas Cowboys 28-27. The Niners went on to go to win Super Bowl 16 to win their first of 5 Lombardi trophies. Of course,
And we haven't been good since. Hell yeah.
and of course, it kind of hits hard now because since then we have lost the great Dwight Clark in recent years. So of course it's kind of hard not to get in your feels. But of course, obviously, a 4-year-old Tom Brady was at that game at Jamestown Avenue at Candlestick Park. Obviously,
How he even remembers that at 4 years old.
I don't know. One of the great photos I seen was a very slim Ray Ratto who was on the sideline when Clark made the catch.
Ray Ratto was slim? Goddamn.
I will show you the picture and you'll be like, "What the hell?"
That's not Ray.
Oh yeah, it was, because I had to I had to come back for a minute. But Bevo's about to kick off, and they're gonna down it at the 2. No, the
Fair catch.
fair catch.
Fair
yeah.
catch touchback.
That damn.
That is a stupid pussy ass rule to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Are they gonna let you fair catch it at the 2-yard line in the NFL? No, you're gonna get cut by your goddamn special teams coordinator. You fair catch it at the 2 fucking yard line.
But also some very good news. Also, Dick Vitale announced that he is cancer-free in the vocal cords, and he will
Cancer
return.
free, baby.
He will return to doing college basketball on ESPN, which is good because ESPN's college coverage has suffered without hearing the great Dickie V.
Unbelievable. Are you serious?
The diaper dandies indeed are very, very happy, but that's just good news to hear about the great Dick Vitale.
Hell yeah, fuck cancer.
Absolutely. The Rams and the Vikings playoff game has been moved to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Shout out to Glendale, Arizona for being on the ready to assist if needed. And again, our continuous thoughts and prayers to those being devastated by the fires going down there in Southern California.
Do you understand the almost dark, twisted irony in this?
Do tell. Do explain.
Just months before this incident in Southern California took place, State Farm decided to pull all fire coverage and insurance here in California.
Mm-hmm.
And now the game is being moved to
State Farm Field.
State Farm Stadium.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's...
Life is a cruel joke, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, just hearing the stories about how some insurance companies have just basically said F you in a time like this, and you're just like, then why am I paying you my hard-earned money to do a service that I'm paying you to do? This is your job. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
And you
You're
wonder why.
supposed to
And
be
you
here
want
to help.
and again, I do not wish murder on anybody. I do not. But
You
it's
wonder why
not
things happen.
it's not coincidence that CEO of insurance companies are getting shot and killed. It's not a coincidence.
Straight John Q on everybody right now.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, not condoning it. Now again, there's reasons why some people do what they do. I mean, obviously, you mess with mama, oh, you're gonna feel some pain because that's just one thing you don't do. You mess with mom, mess with grandma, mess with the kids, mess with the wife. There's a reason why you don't want to take them to the dark side.
I'll take life in prison.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. If it means
Oh.
if it means mom stays living, oh yeah, well worth it.
Yep.
From the 25 for Ohio State and Texas showing blitz, and there's the first down to the 40.
Come on, fellas. Come on,
And
come
a
on.
late
Damn,
flag comes down.
the over under was 51.5.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, they were expecting a lot out of this, weren't they?
Yeah.
If this
But
was going to be... Bro,
but
I
I-
am not going to have you snoring on the stream. Wake your ass up. What are you doing?
Personal foul on Ohio State. Back them up. But I will say this. Texas defense so far has done a fantastic job on Jeremiah Smith. Only one catch for 3 yards thus far in this game.
Yeah, that they just got to keep doing that. Really,
Yeah.
that's really the whole. I don't have a problem with shutting down the run game. That's not necessarily it's even though the DBs have been on point all year long. Smith was in my head a fucking nightmare, and if we couldn't shut him down, that it was going to be a problem. So thank God that they've been able to do that.
Oh, sack!
There we go.
Is momentum crawling to the side of Bevo?
How about Notre Dame, huh? I'm looking pretty good.
That was a fantastic game last night. Oh my goodness. As a fan,
Notre Dame Penn State was that was a very, very, very interesting game to watch.
And I really thought when Notre Dame's backup came in, and leads Notre Dame to that field goal at the end of the half, and Marcus Freeman decides to go back to run. I mean, I thought at that particular time, but I thought Marcus Freeman should have stuck with Steve Angeli because he gave the offense life, but Marcus Freeman trusted his quarterback in Ryan Lillard, and I mean, Lillard actually, well, throwing for 223 yards is a lot better than throwing for 90, even though those 90 yards put my Bulldogs' asses on the couch next to the other, right now, 8 teams that are watching, or now 9 teams that are watching these games. And right now, Ohio State 3rd and 15. They're 2 of 7 on third downs. Yeah. They need the 35.
I'm not gonna lie though, that
pass tipped, incomplete.
That interception that Notre Dame had in the towards the end zone that wasn't called the pass interference. Oof. There is no. It's kind of like with, and again, this happened for my team, so I can say this. That targeting call that was missed on Arizona State decided the game.
That was holding by Ohio State, but nonetheless, the pass was deflected anyway. And
it's
now
like
Texas.
That decided the game, and then that one, I think, really switched up the momentum and kind of decided the game from there on out.
Well,
even though it was still fairly close.
But I mean, Notre Dame still stick to running the ball, even though Penn State by far ran better. I mean, Penn State ran for 204 yards, and I mean, Singleton was outstanding last night for Penn State as he scored all 3 touchdowns for the Nittany Lions in a 27-24 Notre Dame win. But really, here's where I think Notre Dame won the game. And a lot of times, if you're doing this, a lot of times you win. Notre Dame was 11 for 17 on third downs.
You win football games doing that.
Yeah, you do.
You
You
definitely
do.
win football games doing that.
And Penn State was 3 for 11 on third down.
You lose football games doing that.
Yes, you do.
That's how you lose them.
Well, that and the one bad pass that Alar threw, which was intercepted by Notre Dame, which ends up turning into, go figure, a kicker with the last name of Jeter kicks the game-winning field goal for Notre Dame. Go figure.
Yeah, but I mean, Penn State though, like they're be on the lookout for that team. That Penn State is going to be. They've bounced back and come a long way since the whole scandal.
Oh yes, James
So
Franklin has done an outstanding job with that program,
yeah,
getting it back to prominence, getting it back to relevancy.
yeah.
Always
So
competing in a
be
always competing in a very tough Big Ten with Michigan and Ohio
yeah,
State. Three
and that
quarters
and that
complete
and that
in
stadium
Arlington.
and that stadium has always been a problem
Oh yes,
to play
Beaver
in,
State,
even when they weren't,
Beaver
at the height of their powers.
Beaver Stadium. It trying to play at Beaver Stadium when you have 100,000+.
I was gonna say I would like to go. Like if we can get media credentials to get onto the sideline for a whiteout game,
Man,
I feel like that would be a hell of an
it
experience.
would have. I mean, just to be on the sideline and you see, I mean, you go back to the playoff game against SMU. 106,013 was in that stadium.
That's a cramped fucking space, but that's a lot of people.
Yes,
That is a lot of people.
but
That's
I mean,
why I wonder why WWE doesn't go to college stadiums more often. They hold way more people than any. Like they'd be able to break all sorts of attendance records if they went to college stadiums.
could you imagine a WrestleMania in Ann Arbor at the Big House with 100+ seats, or Penn State with
The Rose
100,000+
Bowl,
seats?
Penn State, fucking UT, 101,000. Even with the renovations that they made.
I really would have loved. I really would have loved to have seen. Now this was the year that you were born, because you were born in '91. Now originally, WrestleMania 7 was supposed to be at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, but obviously because Desert Storm was going on, the war in the Persian Gulf, obviously, it got changed to the LA Sports Arena. But I definitely think that if it would have gone through with its original plan and WrestleMania 7 was at the Coliseum, I definitely think it would have broken the WrestleMania 3 record for sure,
Oh
which
yeah.
eventually took place when Jerry's World hosted WrestleMania back in 2015, 2016. But I mean, God, I mean,
just try it. How far is Penn State from like Philly, Pittsburgh? Like where is Penn State located? That's the one thing that I've never known about Penn State. I don't know the actual city that they're located in. Beaver Stadium doesn't help me. Yeah, so it's just I'm thinking if they're even in the proximity of Pittsburgh. I mean, Pennsylvania is not a very big state to begin with. So I'm assuming that it's going to be close by to one of those places. And they've done plenty of shows in Philly, plenty of shows in Pittsburgh.
Beaver Stadium is the actual city is called University Park, Pennsylvania.
What's the population of that area? Outside, I'm assuming it's a small, like that town is Penn State. Like it's a small ass college town, essentially. Like that little town revolves around that university. That's where they get most of their income, I'm assuming.
Okay, it is the second largest stadium in the Western Hemisphere, fourth largest in the world. It's an official seating capacity of 106,572.
And then you add what, another 5,000 on the floor seating? Maybe less than 5,000. 5,000 seems like a lot. Maybe about 2,000 on floor seating.
When it opened in 1960, the original capacity was 69,000.
Excuse me?
When it first opened in 1960, the capacity was 69,000. So they
Hold
expanded.
on. So wait a minute. Wait. So Beaver Stadium is essentially like the Lambeau of college football, yet it holds more people.
They just keep expanding. So they expanded it in 1969, 1972, 1976, 1980, 1985, 1991, 2001, 2011, 2024, and again in 2027. So it seems like once every 4 to 5 years, and Howard's going deep, incomplete, but a flag comes down. Might be pass interference.
So wait, they're about to expand on it again in 2027?
Okay, they didn't get lights until 1984. So it was like Wrigley Field, only playing the daytime.
They're going to get to 110.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. And they're completely going to pack it out every goddamn time. That's what I'm saying. Like WWE really needs to start looking into, when you're talking about WrestleManias and stadiums that can have a huge capacity. Go to fucking college stadiums. Fourth biggest stadium in the world is a college stadium. You kidding me? And you haven't gone there? What's wrong with you? Do your due diligence. Pack that shit. Break the record. Over 110,000 people strong. Can you imagine a WrestleMania at Beaver Stadium?
So State College is the borough in Century County, Pennsylvania. It is a college town, so it's basically called University Park and State College. Now, it looks to be right smack dab in the middle of the state. It is the largest designated borough in Pennsylvania. It is the principal of the borough of the 6 multi-municipalities of State College. It is... Okay, what is its neighboring cities? That's what I'm trying to...
So I'm assuming that it's like one of the crown jewels of Pennsylvania.
You would think. Oh, caught first down.
Give it
Tate
time.
again makes the grab for Ohio State.
Ohio State. This is how I see it playing out. Ohio State's gonna make Ewers beat them. Right now, Texas has a bit of the momentum, but there's Ohio State slowly but surely just kind of picking up on it.
Howard going deep again. And Ibuka dropped it. Should have made the catch.
See, opportunities like that, you can't.
Okay, I'll do it like this. Okay, so from Lincoln Financial Field, where the Eagles play, to Beaver Stadium, If you're trying to avoid tolls, it's a 3-hour and 33-minute drive. With tolls, the fastest time would be 3 hours and 14 minutes. And then there's another one for 3 hours and 36 minutes.
That's nothing. That's nothing, really.
Okay, now, from PNC Park in Pittsburgh, if you're trying to avoid tolls, it's 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Oh, it's even closer. It's literally right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. One route is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Another one is 2 hours and 51 minutes. So it really is. It really is. So it's almost like it's almost like the halfway point, if you will.
Somebody says, what if we are setting up for the greatest moment of Will Stone's life? I never want it to come down to the kicker because I have an innate distrust. What's motherfucker doing?
Well, right now it's still 14-14, and you have 12:26 to go in regulation. Of course, the winner, as we know, will play the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in Atlanta, Georgia, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Like, how many times has the damn national championship been in Atlanta?
I mean, it's just a nice stadium.
I mean, it is, but I mean, do we have to go to Atlanta every other year? I mean, Atlanta's a great city. Don't get me wrong.
They might be paying for it. I don't know. They might be
it
paying
is
for it.
Chick-fil-A land, and
Yeah, so we'll see. But like right now, I don't know, man. I just, oh my fucking god! Like this team right now is just bothering me beyond all goddamn.
okay, so
Oh, this is intense.
all right, so Atlanta is hosted.
Sorry, everybody. Like we're just watching this game, and here the chance for the national
2nd and
championship
10.
against Notre Dame.
Screen pass, and that's a first down for Ohio State. So it'll be the second time that Atlanta has hosted it. It hosted it back in 2018, which, damn Bulldogs broke my heart. Screw you, Tua. Next year, Hard Rock Stadium, Miami will be hosting it. So the Orange Bowl will, in a sense, be hosting it again. Of course, AT&T Stadium hosted the very first college playoff edition for the national championship. Last year, of course, it was in Houston. Lucas Oil had it in 2022. 2027, incomplete. No flag, looking for Tate. 2027, it makes its way to Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium in the entertainment capital of the world. So that is looking forward to see in 2 years, 2 Januaries from now. Of course, in 2028.
Traffic jams in Vegas.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go.
right smack dab on the middle of the strip. But
Perfect. It was a great idea to put the stadium right there.
Hey.
Absolute 5-tool fucking performance on that one.
All right. And we don't know where 2028 is going to be, but I know 2028 is going to be Vegas in the Final Four, that's for sure.
They're really trying to stay out of Santa Clara, aren't they?
Well, Santa Clara is hosting Super Bowl 60.
Yeah.
And not to mention, Santa Clara is also one of the sites for the World Cup in 2026. 3rd and 4.
I feel like soccer has been a good, like, people
Another
will go to
flag.
Levi for a soccer game.
False start, Ohio State. Back them up 5 more yards. And that goes from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. $10:57 to go.
Jesus.
As JP continues to be a nervous wreck.
I don't. There's nothing about this that's good. There's nothing about this that feels good.
3rd and 9. They need the 32 for a first down, does the Buckeyes.
Go, false start.
Texas rushing 4. Caught. And they're going to get him off on 3rd down. Short. But now the question is, will Ohio State go for it?
They might just take the points. Again, they're going to make Ewers beat them.
No, they're staying on the field. They might go for it.
Take more time off the clock. It's possible, yeah.
4th
Still
and 3.
fairly early in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to go for it.
If Texas stops them, that's going to be a complete momentum crusher for Ohio.
Agreed. 32-yard line's what they need. They spread them out, 1 back, 3 wide. And a timeout. Texas.
No.
I think it was a substitution issue. That's probably why they called the timeout.
Oh, fucking God. Now they're going to get it.
Folks, this is what we call passion on the All Pro JAFFos, as you see.
Your defense just made the stop. Now they're... And substitution problem causes you to call a timeout. Now they can get their wits about them to pull up a better scheme or a better play.
You're correct. You're correct. Absolutely.
Without having to burn a timeout. That's an extra timeout for them.
Which, by the way, thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the All Pro JAFFos, episode 287. As we're talking about great game between Penn State and Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl, which, of course, Sean McDonough's voice cracking every time a big play happens is always good for TV. Love Sean McDonough, of course. Son of the legendary Will McDonough of CBS and NBC and the Boston Globe. But definitely Marcus Freeman did a fantastic job coaching, keeping his team in it, not flustering, not wavering.
Yeah, he's done well for that program for sure.
Do you think that loss that they had against Northern Illinois was needed for them? Because they have not lost since.
I mean, it's turning out to be that way. It's turning out to be one of those like that team that needs that humbling experience in order to really kind of get it together. Like that, the way it's played out, the way everything is going since, yeah, it's definitely turning out to be one of those types of situations. It was a wake-up call that was needed for him. But I mean, we'll see what they can do. Because I mean, Texas is just Notre Dame has been playing way too damn sound for Texas to be. They've really been getting lucky. Up until this point, they've been getting bailed out.
But I mean, sometimes, and this is the thing that that fans have to understand. Sometimes in a route to a championship, sometimes you get a lucky bounce of the ball. No team.
Yeah, but how long can that luck last?
I don't know. I don't.
And
know.
I would rather the luck run out now than the luck run out in the final game of the season.
I understand. Next Monday, I get it.
I would.
All right.
Oh God,
4th
next Monday
and
is gonna
2.
fucking suck.
Well, there's that. Yes. 4th and 2. Ohio State is 19 and 27 on fourth downs this season. Howard in the gun. He's going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and more. And Howard slips at the 15-yard line.
See what I'm talking about now?
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, great blocking by the Big Uglies.
People wonder why I drink and smoke. It's because of this shit right here.
10th play of the drive for Ohio State.
That's momentum. That's all the momentum in the world.
Razzle dazzle. Abuka gets about 7. And it's 2nd down and 2. Under 9 remaining in the Cotton Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
And JP continues to stress.
They're about to score a touchdown. And then wimp-ass Quinn is going to get in there and just shit the bed.
1st and goal for Ohio State as Judson gets the ball. And now it's just physical football on physical football. Who can be more physical? As we are now nearing 8 minutes to go here in the game.
And just keep doing it. Just keep running the ball, running clock. Right now, the clock is not Texas' friend.
Here we go. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Howard's going to keep it himself.
Touchdown.
He did not get in. He's down to the 1.
It's even more time off the clock. That timeout getting burned is going to come back to haunt him.
Yeah, he's not in. That's the right call. 2nd down and goal for Ohio State.
Arch Manning needs to be in there for the final drive.
Howard. Judkins is in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the Buckeyes regain the lead back with 7:02 remaining in regulation. 13-play drive ending in a Judkins touchdown. Will luck be a lady one more time for Quentin Ewers?
Probably not. But again, this is where I would rather have the luck run out.
That you did
I'd
just
rather
say.
have it run out now.
Here we go. Extra point.
Easy money.
It's good. 7:02 to go. Ohio State, who has never trailed in this game, regain the lead 21-14. Again, the 4th down play after the timeout. Will Howard gets the turf monster, but
Stupid.
got the first down.
Stupid timeout call. Absolutely stupid timeout call. And on top of that, you can't have a substitution issue at that point of the game.
Especially on 4th down when the game's on the line. You got to know your signals, your do's and your don'ts, your ins and your outs. But now here we go. As there's a whole lot of Miller Lite across AT&T Stadium.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Set
People
to
are-
kick off. Here we go. And kick is out of bounds. Touchback. And can Quentin Ewers answer. That will be.
I'm just gonna stay pessimistic with it. I have to stay pessimistic with it. You know, again, anytime I've ever been optimistic with any of my teams, it has been nothing but just heartbreak, straight ripped out of the bottom of your ass.
Where's Matthew McConaughey?
Like, I mean, McConaughey is not doing enough.
Pass caught. Hale makes the grab for about a gain of 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's going to be a long, strenuous drive.
2nd and 2. Here's Blue. First down, Blue inside the 40. To the 41-yard line. First down,
you got to take more
Texas.
time. You got to take more time off. Don't, like, this has got to be one of the, like Ohio State just did. It has to be a 10-plus play drive. You score a touchdown, it's got to leave. You got to have less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Play clock at 19. They snap it again. Ewers looking, throwing at a man open. Caught. It's Helm. Inside the 30.
Boy, Gunner.
And a late flag comes down. And they're going to get Helm for How is that unsportsmanlike? How is that unsportsmanlike?
What did he do?
You'll see.
Oh, they're helping now.
Because he pointed at him. Ewers going deep. He's got a man open. It is caught by Golden.
Not enough time. Not enough time.
At the 14-yard line, Blue up the middle. Blue to the 10. And Bevo is still stressing because he wants more clock wasted.
Like these chunk plays and everything. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, you get the crowd into it and stuff like that. But unless you're really hoping like you get it in there real quick, that takes the momentum to a certain extent. You hope the defense just gets it back for you in time
Ewers
to
caught out of bounds. Caught by Wisner. 2nd down and 8. Or now it's 3rd down. 4:37 and counting. Wisner the lone back. 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 11. They need to get to the 3-yard line.
3-yard line, 4-yard line. Yeah.
Blitz coming. And a flag comes down. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Texas at the 4:04 mark. Ransom call for the flag on the PI. Oh, yeah. He was definitely grabbing on the jersey. From the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, 4:04 to go. Again, Ewers in the gun. Ewers looking for gold, and another flag comes down. 2 flags come down. And now they'll be at the 1-yard line. And
Run the
again, Josh.
ball.
No. I want
Give
more
it to
time.
Blue. Again, there's only one reason for the chunk plays and wanting to get it done that quickly, and you're hoping to God your defense stops them.
Exactly 4 minutes to go. Big man in the backfield. Gibson does not get in.
Of course he doesn't. It's okay. Run time. Keep running time. I don't care. I need that clock below 2 minutes.
Right now it's at 3:34.
Give me a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Play clock down to 10. 2nd and goal. Wisner in the backfield. Toss. Wisner.
You got it. Teddy.
To the 9-yard line. Losing yardage. 3rd
To
and
the
goal.
9. Yep. All right. Okay. I needed you to take time off the clock. I didn't need you to lose 8 fucking yards.
3rd and goal. 2:49 to go now. Definitely 4 down territory for the Longhorns. Ewers to throw. End zone. No flag. Now this is the season right here. Here we go, 4th down.
You're in a fucking toss play. A toss play. And he loses 7 yards. And now, again, relying on Quinn to get it done.
Ewers! It's a fumble! And Ohio State might just go to Atlanta, Georgia. It's a touchdown.
Attaboy, Quinn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Sawyer strips him, recovers the fumble, and then goes 82 yards. And now Ohio State is up 13 with 2:13 to go. And Ryan Day, whom people were calling for his job after losing to Michigan, now stands 2-13 from a date with Notre Dame.
Good job,
Oh.
Quinn. Attaboy, Quinn. Way to have fucking butterfingers, Quinn. Way to keep fumbling the goddamn ball when the game's on the line, Quinn. Atta fucking boy. Hey, Sark. Attaboy running a goddamn toss play when you're at the 1-yard line. That's a real smart fucking decision. Yeah, Texas is back. My fucking ass. Go sit your ass back home in Austin and watch like everybody else. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
However, number 56, block. That was a horrible job at blocking. Again, not disagreeing with what you said.
You can get sacked, but hold on to the fucking football. Unbelievable. Again, I would rather the luck end today. I would rather the luck end. I'm still pissed, but I'd rather the luck end today.
Well, you may get your wish.
Absolute trash. You take 2 shots. You are within the 5-yard line. And you take 2 shots to the end zone. You get bailed out by penalties, and you can't run 1 fucking yard up the middle? Quarterback sneak? Something? You run a toss play? A toss play. Loses 7 yards and then falls in Quinn's hands. Your offensive line folded under the pressure, and Quinn can't hold on to the goddamn football. Attaboy, Sark. Attaboy. Quinn, best of luck to you in the Big Ten, wherever the fuck it is, but it ain't going to be in the goddamn burnt orange next year. Over my fucking dead body is Quentin Ewers going to be a goddamn quarterback for the Texas Longhorns next year.
Okay. Is this okay? Is this real? So I'm looking at something to where it says the NFL will reportedly consider replacing the onside kick with an alternative proposal. Instead of an onside kick, teams would get 1 down to convert a 4th and 20, and if they get 20 yards, they would maintain possession of the ball. Again, don't know if that's real or not.
I don't like it. If it's real, I don't like it. If it's fake, I still don't like it.
Can we just go back to not announcing that we're doing an onside kick? Because that takes away. That takes away.
Seriously. Well, 28-14, Texas Longhorns is going to have to take Bevo's big ass all the way back and down to Austin. Thank God it's not a long trip. Unbelievable. I mean, I know I said it. Notre Dame took out Georgia and basically inadvertently handed Ohio State the championship. Let's see if they can get past Notre Dame because, again, Notre Dame's been playing well.
Well,
but
I really don't like using that team of destiny thing, but it just looks like fate is on Notre Dame's side. It really is.
Could be.
I mean, look at the Irish and all that. I mean, Notre Dame has not won the national title since 1988, and that was the Tony Rice, Lou Holtz led Notre Dame squad. And now, if you are Bevo, you gotta hurry because you do have to onside kick it if you do score. 2 minutes. Ohio State 2 minutes away from a date with Notre Dame in the national championship in Atlanta, Georgia at Mercedes-Benz Stadium 10 days from today.
I'll never be happy when it comes to sports. Just there's no joy and happiness in any of this.
Also, the NBA has announced today that they are postponing, and rightfully so, postponing 2 games in LA/Inglewood. With the Saturday's games were supposed to take place in LA and Inglewood, but of course, due to the fires, they won't. Lakers were set to take on the Spurs, and the Clippers were scheduled to face the Hornets. Obviously, those two games postponed. More to come later if they will say that if they will reschedule it. Unfortunately, J.J. Redick confirmed that his family's home was lost in the Pacific Palisades fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who it's going to be a huge problem.
And the beam was lit in Sacramento as the Celtics get punched in the mouth by the Kings tonight. And the Kings beat them rather soundly. 114-97. Sacramento beats the champs. And Diamantis Sabonis on fire for the Kings as he had 23 points and 28 rebounds. My goodness. Have yourself a night, Diamantis Sabonis. As DeRozan led the way with 24 for Sacramento, 22 for Monk.
Oh boy, it's a bonus. Holy shit.
Brown had 28 for Boston, along with Porzingis had 22, 15 from Tatum. But nobody else decided to score in Boston besides those three.
It's team sport, just like all team sports.
Also in the association, Nuggets up big on the Nets, 94-79. Warriors, no Draymond, no Steph. Pacers beat them 108-96. Halliburton and Siakam both scored 25, as Buddy Hield was the Warriors' leading scorer with 17. Pancho Banchero came back for the Magic, but Giannis and the Bucks spoiled their return. Bucks get the win 109-106. Philly takes a tough loss at home to the now 8-31 New Orleans Pelicans, 123-150 in the final there. C.J. McCollum scores 38 for the win for the Pelicans. Thunder go into the Mecca in the Garden as SGA puts up 39 points in 29 minutes. My goodness. As the Thunder go to 31-6 as they beat the Knicks 126-101. Shea shot 15 of 21 from the floor for 39 in 29 minutes. Joe had 31 off the bench for OKC. Williams had 19 for OKC as they get the win. And the Bulls beat the Wizards 138-105. Ewers back to throw. Rolling out. Incomplete. I think he was looking for blue again. Now it's 3rd and 4. And that was your action, of course, in the association tonight. On the ice, in the third, the Utah Hockey Club leads the Sharks 2-1. In battles of original sixes, the Red Wings beat the Capitals 5-3. Canadians in overtime beat the Capitals 3-2. Hurricanes shut out the Canucks 2-0, and in overtime, the Kings beat the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. Ewers looking over the middle, intercepted, and that's going to do it.
Of course it was. All right, maybe we could talk about the NFL now. Wild card weekend. Wild card weekend's happening. Playoffs starting for the NFL because that's going to be way more interesting than what I'm fucking watching right now.
Well, we can now officially say that the Arch Manning of Texas football era has now begun.
Maybe. And I say maybe because my brother put it in my head that Arch still may leave regardless whether Quinn stays or not.
Oh, bah. Oh, that's not good.
I mean, that's all on Texas. They had the opportunity to do right by him, and he had the hot hand. Everything was going well for him. He had the whole team, on his back. And you went back to Quinn, who once again, big game situation, absolutely chokes on the fattest dick he can find.
Oh my.
Yeah, the mullet's getting blown back for a few reasons. I'm not going to get too deep into it though. Although that's what's going to be happening to Quinn Ewers. But some people said like, oh, he's still going to go for the draft. Cool. Goes for the draft. You sign another NIL deal with a Big Ten team. I don't give a fuck where you go. Just get the fuck out of Austin. Get your
Well,
two-faced at. Hey, guess what? This is the team that you decided to go with first. And I'm glad that they came in and beat your ass in front of the entire world. This is the team that you decided to flip your commitment to go to after they won the national championship. You lost your job to Justin Fields and you decided, oh, it's good to come back home. Fuck you. You should have never left in the first place. And now the team that you went to and you weren't good enough to win the job at came and whooped your ass. Isn't football just a lovely sport?
it is. And again, the fact that people wanted Ryan Day fired in Columbus because of the horrible loss to Michigan at the end of the year, and now he has a seat.
Yeah,
in
people
the
on first
national
take are going to be
championship.
happy.
He has a seat in the national championship game, and it is looking.
People at first take are not.
Final score: Ohio State 28, Texas
God
14.
fucking damn it, Caleb.
As I think JP got a phone call. But welcome to the All Pro JAFFOs, episode 287, AA. Filling in for DJ Matt Sticks, who was on assignment, and of course with the prodigy EJ Wizzle, as the host makes his way back in.
My brother's an idiot. He knows I'm on the podcast, but still, I'm sure he's just as pissed about what he saw as I was.
Well, he can come on the show and unleash some passion if he wants to.
And he's got to go to bed, and I got to go to bed soon too. That's why it's just kind of like I get to go to bed angry tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome. I am going to sleep so good. This is going to be great. No, it just again same shit. I can talk about it every single week. I can point it out to everybody every single week. But the Delulus are going to believe what they want, and when it actually happens, oh, we don't know what happened. We don't know what. You know exactly what happened. You know exactly what happened.
Well, as we say all the time, and of course this, I mean, I have a copyright this, but as I say all the time, when you know your team, you know your team.
I do it at face value.
I mean, we say that all the time about our beloved team that plays in Santa Clara, Great America, which they have officially offered the defensive coordinator position to Robert Saleh. And Saleh has said that if he does not, well, according to reports, now I don't know if this is true or not, but it's to be reported that if he does not get a head coaching job, then he would take the offer to return to Santa Clara as defensive coordinator.
It's not going to matter because B-Rabbit's still going to get in the way.
You're not wrong.
He's still going to find a way to get in the way.
However, again, as I've said, the number one priority should be number one, re-signing 57, as in Dre Greenlaw. Do not let him get away. Do not let him go to free agency. And number two, as I've said, it's time to stop band-aiding this offensive line and give Dominic Pooney some help. You've drafted your right guard. It's time to go draft Trent Williams' replacements. Time to find a damn center. I mean,
and for God's sakes, get a goddamn right tackle.
I will take Ryan Kelly at center if there's not one in the draft. But like I said, give me Banks. Give me the big man from LSU, one of those two guys to be the right tackle of the future. And then if you find another one, you can have him be the left tackle. But yeah, it's time to look for Trent Williams' replacement. It's time to rebuild the trenches. Skill position are fine, but the trenches is where football is won, as it always is. As Dan Dierdorf likes to say, whoever controls the line of scrimmage wins the game.
Kyle doesn't know that, though. Kyle is absolutely oblivious to that.
Hell, how does your dad know that and you don't? Oh, never mind. I digress. Never mind.
Hey, greatness only only resides in certain people. That doesn't mean it gets passed down into your genes.
Well, again, which is, I understand what Tom Brady's trying to do, but again, as great as Tom Brady was on the field, that doesn't mean that will translate into being an executive or being in front office.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We
We'll
shall
absolutely
see.
see.
I mean,
This
I guess
wild card weekend is going to be very interesting. We're going to see out on the other side of this what the divisional round is going to look like. Short show today, people. Sorry about that because I do got to be at work really early tomorrow morning, so that's why it's got to end it a little bit. But for your late night needs for all things sports, for all you night owls out there, don't forget to check out Mizzle and Dub show tonight.
yes.
Once Mizzle gets off and gets home and stuff like that, they'll be able to have the
Yes.
show. So be sure to get on with them tonight to talk more football. We appreciate you guys.
To which we will give our predictions for Saturday's games as we got two between the Texans and the Chargers in Houston. That's your 1:30 p.m. game on CBS and Paramount Plus. Of course, the nightcap on Amazon Prime. Never a dull moment when the Steelers and Ravens get together in playoffs. It'll be the third time this year meeting. Of course, each team split the regular season meetings. Of course, the home team winning both games. Of course, the Steelers started out 10-3, but shit the bed the last few weeks. Can they bounce back, or will the Ravens showed why they paid for Derrick Henry? So catch us on the late night edition of the Mizzle Dub Show as JP goes to bed having dreams about giving Quinn Ewers the elbow off the top rope. But tell a
And a
friend,
nice
friend.
super kick, and a clothesline from hell for his troubles as well.
But again, check out Jaffos TV. Get those subscription ups. And by the way, get those subscriptions up on the Mizzle and Dub Show. Also on the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. But take us home, JP.
For myself, for Dub, for the Prodigy, for DJ Mad 6, we'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Love y'all. Appreciate it. Deuces.